I'm Ben Meiselas.
That little burst from YouTube aside, let's get ourselves rolling. And we're back, loading into Minecraft Fabric with Spectrum and others. You'd be surprised. Now, as a bit of an aside, there is a small, persistent problem I've been having with shutting down and it not fully saving the world. We saw a little bit of that last time with my ink converter back in the overworld not existing when it should have. But that's a problem for another time. Right now, we're going to dive straight into the Nether, head for the Nether Fortress that we have secured, semi-secured, do some work on the bridge, and pull some blaze rods. It'll be a little hostile on the way there, but our armor should be better suited to handle piglins this time. Sorry, hoglins. The piglins won't bother us, because technically our armor is made of gold, for some values of gold. I also have my ashen circlet, so the blazes on the way there will be no threat. The only thing we have to worry about is being punted into lava by a giant boar. Now, it's worth noting that in old Tinker's construct, what I'm doing right now wouldn't be legal. Weapons like the cleaver were considered two-handed, so if you had something in your offhand, in the versions of Minecraft where you had cleavers and an offhand, it actually was not. It would create an immense amount of mining fatigue, making the weapon even slower to swing, if not impossible entirely. Fortunately, Hephaestus either chose not to include that feature, or, as with some of the other features it omitted, simply forgot. So I am free to offhand my crossbow. That took enough shots to get his attention. And we are not done. There's another one. Buddy, stop spawning on my bridge. And they spawn on my bridge behind me. Oh well. One side of the bridge is now fully connected. I don't have to hold shift, but it just makes me feel like this happens faster when I do. It's easier to click the block faces I need to. Even though we have very, very much seen that I tend to miss and place them in the wrong place. Like that. Just don't ask me to aim under pressure. It's not a good time for anyone. Oh, hello there. Giant mushroom blocks. I've got something for you. Oh, and we have a live gas flying around. That'll make things unpleasantly interesting. Okay. By pulling out my crossbow, we terrified it into despawning immediately. Now I don't get to test what kind of range I get out of this thing. But I suppose better we belay that experiment for later than have to worry about, I think, parts of our bridge that we are currently building getting exploded. So I'll call that a win. Here's where the bridge turns. I might as well seal this. Why not? It's cheap. Wrong material. More netherrack. Well, all these gold nuggets are kind of a waste of inventory space for now. When we finally reach our blaze farm, we'll be able to turn them into gold ingots, and thereby save space. Well, that's why we have our blocks. Netherworld Gem was a lot easier to navigate before it had biomes and random ravines, when it used to just use basic cave gem. That's cobalt. I can't reach that cobalt way down there. Was that also cobalt? Yes, it was. I thought I saw something closer, but it was an illusion. Nope. And that's why we keep blocks in our offhand while mining in the nether. To be immediately prepared for lava-based shenanigans. Now, I need to get over there. And I think it's still roughly at this altitude, so we'll just smash right on through. Oh, I see. We are slightly too high. That's okay. I can make that work. Now we have our access point, a confounding gate for wither skeletons, a little spawn prevention for the same, and we've done it. We have arrived. Blaze Farm, etc. Kinda sad I wasn't able to secure another ender tank before showing up here. But you know how the economy is on ender pearls. They are very difficult to come by. Don't need any of this. Leave the bow behind as more garbage. Hello, blazes and wither skeletons. Would anyone like to donate some skulls today? Just necrotic bones? Good enough. Maybe I should have brought some hoppers too. No, I actually don't want to automatically pull out blaze rods. It's supposed to be flowing down. Oh! I didn't allow flowing down. Because it automatically disallows. Alrighty. Let's pull some blaze rods. Out of 18 buckets of blazing blood, I should get plenty. It's 100 millibuckets each. So that's 10 rods to the bucket. That's good economy. That means we have over 100 blaze rods worth in here. Absolutely incredible. So we got tanks for lava, midnight solution, and liquid crystal. And I have these tanks, which are intended for more blazing blood. So we'll just happily fill while filling everything else. I like how the channel prioritizes filling the closest, as physics would dictate. And then it continues filling the tank only when there's no more to put into the casts. And given that I've got, 100 rods worth of stuff in here easy, I think a full stack of blaze rods would be fine. This tank now appears full. And it is, or else this would still be running. So I'll take that one, replace it, reopen the valve, and carry on. Today, to be honest, is kind of going to be a farming resources sort of day. That's just basically what we're about today. There's a stack of blaze rods, very nice. Now we'll just leave these 3 in here for later collection, so we can prioritize the tank. There's another tank. We have more than 5 buckets worth in here. Why won't you pour? Because this is closed. I really wish the searing channel wouldn't close that opening when there's nothing for it to pour into. But I suppose from a programming standpoint, I kind of understand why it does. That's our tank. There's not 5 buckets worth in here, so I won't throw down another tank. We've got blazing blood, empty tanks, blaze rods. All's well. It's time to go back home. With that sweet feeling of mission success, especially with the bridge being finished. Now the only thing I have to worry about is more hoglins on the way back. I could also use some ancient debris, netherite, just plain good stuff to have, but boy is that a pain in the neck to find and harvest. It's as rare as diamond, typically somewhere below the lava lake layer. Typically, not entirely. And the worst part is that there aren't any other resources down there, not really, to keep us interested while we're searching for the one thing. There are technically other thoughts and options that could make searching for it less tedious, and I will be exploring some of those. But for the most part, even as valuable as netherite is, hunting for it feels like a tremendous waste of time. And what can I do with it? I'm wearing cobalt armor that classifies as diamond, and can be repaired without requiring more netherite. Doesn't seem like a good investment to change my armor to a new type that's harder to fix. I could work up some Manulin, the end tier damage focused material for my weapons, but that would turn me away from Slime Steel and Queen Slime, which naturally regenerate, which is the trait I find more valuable than just straight damage. A couple points of damage, or tools that don't break. That math isn't hard for me. Skeletons? They don't see me. Ghast. You know, I haven't collected a single ghast tier yet. Let's see if I have just corrected that little oversight. Because ghast tiers are also very difficult to collect and very, very valuable. Much like ender pearls, mod creators love to use ender pearl or ghast tiers as a material gate. Unfortunately, I don't think it dropped one. We just have the XP from killing it, and no tears. So I will continue to have no ghast tiers. Refill our crossbow's internal quiver. Honestly, if not for the internal quiver upgrade, I would never use a ranged weapon. At least in this version. In previous Tinker's Construct, you actually made crossbow bolts as a specific item, which meant you could control the material and the stats of what your crossbow bolts were made of, which made it possible to give your crossbow bolts a durability regenerating modifier for a small number of infinitely regenerating crossbow bolts. Infinite ammo, in other words, as long as you were careful about how and when you spent them. Using regular arrows is kind of a compromise, and it's one I'm not fully happy with. But at least I don't have to spend inventory slots on the arrows. Where'd you go? Why do you keep teleporting away from me? Well, that's one pearl anyway. Certainly a fair sight better than no pearls at all. Oh, that sounded close. That could not be closer. Excuse me. That'll do. If he's just going to spawn in melee range, that's not going to go well for him. Gas tiers make end crystals. End crystals can be used to give my Hephaestus weapon an additional modifier. They also make dark conduits. I will not say anything about that. They go into regeneration potions. This is a vanilla thing. The necrotic modifier, which we've read about. It allows you to heal from critical hits, but also deals additional damage to the weapon. Not a trait I like. The Orid boots. I don't think Orid is a word. Maybe it meant dread. But then dread doesn't seem like a word that Spectrum uses very much, so... Orid. Greek mythology. A nymph believed to inhabit mountains. Grants speed and invisibility when hit. Maybe there's a mythology connection there that I'm not strictly aware of. Generation from other brewing, something something spirit instiller, something something titration barrel. Whatever. I have one gas tier and it didn't unlock very much, thereby answering those questions. Now, let's go back to the overworld and see what didn't save. My color picker still exists, that's good. This is full of obsidian. I don't know if that's good. Everything appears to be in order. Yeah, I don't think anything has been destroyed or ruined at all. So I guess that's all fine. Have some more blazing blood tanks connected directly to the piping system. What else? What else? I think we've established that netherwort blocks are good for nothing but composting. So in there you go. Shroom lights. I think I actually want to do something with shroom lights. Leaping vines, nether quartz, meat, gold. One pearl. And is it daytime? Where's my clock? There it is. It is not, but will be soon. Also, the blaze rods. Plenty of them now. What's going on here? Oh, it was just taking time to solidify. Okay, well, I realize I haven't been here for very long at all, but nevertheless, I still need to step away for a minute, so I will be right back, and then we'll deal with these shroom lights. Just throw up the BRB card, and we'll let the obsidian process. we're back. According to clock on our hotbar, we were AFK all day, but the obsidian's gone. So who's the real winner? The answer is Father Time. What do you have? Nothing of value. Less than nothing of value. Why is the trader almost always such a waste of space? Did not actually want farm around there. So my end game plan for this little lighting system is to have a 2x2 square of shroom lights, or something, in between practically every tree. Which will be, you know, it's a light source, it's in the ground, it's not a torch, so it doesn't stick up and cause problems. For now, I accept that this is hideous, and I choose to accept that. The important thing is that mobs can no longer spawn in the color tree farm. It's becoming dark. I should probably swap out my bag configuration here. Don't need another rack. We may need more of these bags, but not immediately. What I mostly need right now is more ender pearls, which is always an irritation. So let's see if we have any tall volunteers. Some more four-leaf clovers wouldn't go amiss either. So keep an eye out for those. Got a creeper head. What good is that? Well, it's a head, so I can add recapitated to its tool. Besides that, I don't think it has much use. Unless you like glass. From previous experience, Hephaestus treats creepers as though they were living TNT. Which means if you melt a creeper in your foundry, or attack it with a weapon with the melting trait, or throw creeper heads into the foundry, you will get liquid glass from the, sand that TNT is made of. If that seems ridiculous to you, you're not alone. Especially since you don't get very much of it at all. And of course you need full buckets of molten glass to make blocks of glass. So it's just pointless. Something for pretty much flavor and little else. Oh, it's a 4-leaf. I'll take that. skeleton accidentally shot a zombie. Or fool he. Or fool you for getting my attention. Another 4-leaf. We're just knocking down everybody with this cleaver. But still not a single Enderman is visible. I'm surprised that chicken lived if I actually hit it. Bam. Bam. 4-leaf. Bam. Four-leaf. Kind of surprised with how many we found. That's only a 3. I thought it was a 4. Still, inventory space is doing pretty good. As we continue to obliterate undead in a single crit. Nothing wrong with that. Who shot that? You. Phantoms. Isn't it a little late for you guys to be showing up? We've been out here almost half the night. Well, you count as undead too, so you're just as vulnerable to my crits. If you really want to try me. There is still not a single Enderman out here. What a waste of time this has been. I suppose unless you like mob heads. Which, I don't know, have their uses. But I wouldn't consider them important or anything. Except for wither skulls, but I'm not going to find those in the overworld. That's a 4-leaf. I'll take that. Dodge these arrows like it's nothing. I didn't even try to dodge that one. He's just bad. What's that? 6 4-leaf clovers now? Also collecting a decent number of spider eyes. For something that I've had trouble with in the past. Hey, you. I'll kill you too. Nothing is safe. Four-leaf. So, no Endermen, no Ender Pearls, but still a pretty decent bounty for one night's exploration. Also, it's dawn. What do you think? What do you guys think you're going to accomplish? Oh, a 4-leaf. The Phantoms just showed me a clover. It's the last one. There it is. Multiple misses. That was embarrassing. I hope he completes his dive again before the sun comes up. Because I want to kill him, not let him burn to death in the sunlight. That a four? No, that's 3. Silly zombie. You cannot defeat me in broad daylight. 4-leaf. How many of these do I have by now? I haven't been counting. I just checked several minutes ago, and there have been more since. I'm also going to murk this guy, just because I don't like him. Free leather. From slaughtering trespassers. Keeping the arrows. I got a shovel. More bows and bones. Regular meat. Add to my collection of heads. As ridiculous as that is. What do clovers do? Nothing unless you count brewing. And they go into mint schnapps. So I don't care. 4-leaf clovers, on the other hand, have lots of uses. The ink assortment, they do something to custom explosives. 7-leaf boots that I don't want or care about. Speaking of which, didn't I get the recipe for the cloud boots not long ago? Where's my book? It's not on me. It's not in the one inventory slot it should be if it's not on me. So that's what didn't save. The guidebook for the bond itself is just gone. Lovely. Well, there it is. Colorful world. Let's get it back. Okay, carrying on. We have access to Black Hole Chest made with Stratine Gem, which is a good item. It's not a super item. I like it, but the Stratine Gem is a high cost to pay. What it does, it acts as like a hopper chest. Any dropped items within 12 blocks are teleported into the chest. It has its uses. And the modular explosions, which have an archetype and modifiers, and they just make bombs. Shame they also require Stratine gems, which is why I don't use them all that much. You can have a block targeting explosive, a damage dealing explosive, or one that does both. You can also add both of these to get both without having to use a Midnight Aberration. You can also buff its radius, have starry particles, but why? And then place invisible lights in the blast area, allegedly. I haven't seen this work, but we're going to try it anyway. Fire charges set the area on fire. Doom Bloom seeds create worse fire. Stormstones do lightning damage. Neolith does magic damage. Incandescent Amalgam is something we don't have access to yet. But just believe me when I tell you, it's nasty. And End-Rods deal more damage near the center of the blast. I don't know why anyone cares. Mining mod. Stratine Fragments turn the blast radius into a square. Four-leaf clover gives it a fortune bonus. Mermaid's gem gives it a silk touch effect. Ender Pearl teleports all broken blocks straight into your inventory. So as expensive as it's going to be, I actually want some of these. And first we've got to make the Stratine gems. Because I simply don't have any. I also don't have the Midnight chips, so that's gonna be a thing too. We need to get more monsters in the Black Sludge Trap. So I've got the gems. But we don't have the Midnight chips. I guess we can take some wheat and some seeds and breed our animals. Get some leads and just drag some livestock into the doom hole, which it'll work. It's fabulously inhumane, but this never stopped me before. And Twitch is telling me there's a network error. I love when that happens. Fabulous, fabulous instability. Gather round, boys, make more chickens. Now I'm going to come in here and grab 2 full-grown chickens. Oh, you know what? That's fine. You can come too if you want. Let's also grab this horse since it's conveniently nearby. We'll just drag them straight into the Doomcrap. Have fun, guys. Have fun melting. Oh no, I did not mean to get on that horse. I meant to remove the lead. There's our leads, there's our chips. We need more chips. Definitely need more chips than that. Fortunately, it looks like it's becoming dark. I can work with that. Unfortunately, Twitch is still whining that we have an unstable connection, which I am less equipped to deal with. I guess we'll stick to the important thing and start charming monsters to chase us into the black sludge. Dang it, Twitch. Stop being an unstable pain. I suppose it's not Twitch's fault. It's probably my connection's fault. But here we are nevertheless. You know what else? I could really do with some more leads. Why limit myself to only hostile mobs for this little project? But I can also grab all the livestock in the area. Gather round, gather round. Everybody is going into the doom hole. Including, at the rate we're going, Twitch. It won't let you put a lead on the horse. What if I hand swap? Success. I'll also put a lead on this horse. The lead on the sheep broke. Let's not ask how or why that happened. Didn't they also lead that sheep? Whatever. Everybody goes in the doom hole. Including and especially that zombie. And this one too. Welcome to the doom hole. I'm glad you could join us. Please enjoy your slow death by melting. We get our leads back. And we have more nonsense to bait into the doom hole. Right this way, friends, right this way. Please step into the black garbage. Thank you for visiting. I'll bring you some friends. Ow. No, don't kill each other. I need you to come into the doom hole. No, they're infighting now. I'll have to come back when they've calmed down. Spiders are honestly the worst thing to bait into the doom hole. because they can climb their way out. So I need to stand here to keep him from trying to climb. That way he's after me and not trying to go up that wall. Oh, sure. Shoot phantoms. That'll accomplish plenty. Come on, into the doom hole. Thank you. Will you dive into the doom hole? Are you that stupid? No. You come after me and hit the wall. Shame. Oh, he did touch the doom fluid. Alright, what does that put us at? 15? 4, 8, 12. You know, that's fine. This is a good number of midnight ships. I can deal with this. Potato doesn't go there actually. It goes here. Meat. Arrows go into the crossbow. So I've got enough chips for 3 bombs. We also need gunpowder, equal to our number of chips. 6, 9, 12. More than enough. And this will make our base bomb, which will be the parametric mining device, a stack of 8 of them, which has 3 modifier slots. It already has the destroying blocks archetype, so we don't need gunpowder or any of this. We'll add TNT for boosted radius, Shimmerstone for lights, and after that, Mermaid's Gem? No, Square. So that's the plan. 3 TNT, 3 Stratine fragments. And I actually don't need the Shimmerstone because it's the Nether. So maybe we'll do the Mermaid's Gem anyway. I would love to Ender Pearl to just teleport stuff into my inventory, but those are valuable. And I don't have any other way to collect them. And with all of this, we're going back to the Nether. And honestly, I'm going to need another bottomless bundle for another type of Nether block. We need to make some more of these. They're just too useful to have such a limited supply of. Still have that bug where I can't sleep with an empty hand. Oh, I'm carrying too much Stratine to be able to make this jump. It's too heavy. We'll get those cooking. And another small problem with this is that we're going to be consuming a lot of our onyx. Which will necessitate crushing some more of it. And I may have to make more in the near future, which I'm not happy about. Put the anvil back. Alright, we have 3 stacks of bombs. Each stack of bombs, if I just run it through like this with nothing, it'll turn into a pretty explosion that does nothing. Not ideal. So add TNT, modifier 1, explosion boost. Stratine fragments, modifier 2, square. Mermaid's gem, modifier 3, silk touch. So I'll just double flick that. And there we go. Do it again. And a third time. Now, it's time to do a little bit of looking. Wrong door. No, right door. Put the book away. A little bit of looking for ancient debris. And Twitch is really mad at me right now. We are still very unstable for some reason. It just does not want to show me my diagnostic window. Stack of netherrack at the ready for lava problems. Glue that there. How do I trigger it? Ooh! That'll do. That wasn't quite ideal, but it did get the job done. Can't argue with that. Very sudden. Alright, let's place another one facing this way, kind of a low offset. So we can continue heading downward. This also allows us to plan a way back out. Except I'm carrying Stratine ore, which is heavier than Stratine itself. Get in my backpack. I need to be able to jump. Twitch is just refusing. What is going on with my internet today? Oh well. We work with the web we have, not the web we want. This gives me my exit and 8 Stratines, also super heavy. Just 8. I saw more. It was up there. We're kind of hoping for more Stratine gems, but that could be kind of pipe dreamy. Not necessarily something that will happen. The fragments are coming fast and furious, though. So all I need is a ton of emeralds to waste. We can have as many Stratine gems as we want. Okay. Continue blasting with a downward-ish movement. Oh no. Give me my blocks before the lava takes them, and that was my lava resistance headband shattering. It's not destroyed, it's just on cooldown now. That lasted just long enough for me to grab everything and get out of there. I missed. One more block over, missed again. There. Blotted out that lava. And we'll come over here and do it again. Now we can go about our business. Collecting things like cobalt. That is a wonderful amount of cobalt. I can work with that. More Stratine. Not, crazy important, but nice to have more. The gravel is becoming a bit of a pain. And we'll keep moving down. To more cobalt. Brilliant. And another one. There's my first piece of debris, and interesting that it won't break cobalt. I guess cobalt ore is too strong for the explosives we're packing. But I will definitely take this. Kind of want to drill around this corner to see if there's more of it lurking. Because as much as they can generate, yeah, it's just a single piece. Yeah, that's the only one. Oh, I'm going to Stratine gem as well. Good. Bit of return on investment. We haven't even destroyed every explosive from that stack yet. More Stratine up there. Is that? No, this is soul sand. I thought that brown might have been ancient debris. Nope. Alright, carry on. Oh no. A lot of that. Don't destroy my ore, lava. That would be very rude. Now I gotta hop up here and take that lava out. Stop it. Lava's thwarting my plans. Very pleased about the cobalt finds. Shame that what I'm really down here for isn't showing its face very much. Boop. Lava solved immediately. That's hilarious. And we have cobalt up there. Well, let's go up and get it. I'm not going to turn down a 4 or 5 block cobalt deposit. Nor am I going to ignore this strateme. And we hit a gravel pocket, which, while a little bit annoying, is not a big deal in any way, shape, or form. I'll just go this way now. And we reached bedrock level in the nether. I think that's too low. I don't remember. I say remember, but I never actually knew at what height I should be for netherite. Oh, also a really weird hollow kind of noise. Kind of like a cave noise. So I had found ancient debris more up here. I think at this level, actually. So let's carry on with our blasting stages. Kind of at the same altitude-ish. Apart from Mr. Team, nothing of substance. And the gravel is really getting out of hand. Well, let's get a little more catastrophic. No lava. Hey, found one. And cobalt. Wait, is my inventory full? No. I just wasn't close enough for the magnetism to kick in. So I'm down here with special mining grenades that clear a lot more space than traditional bed bombs, using much the same strategy. And it ain't working. But you know what? It's fine. We've got cobalt, which is almost as good, if not arguably better. The stratine is not also, that's a lot of cobalt. So I should not be mocking what my explosives are doing down here. This is really good, actually. Stratine is heavy. After we're done with this mining, I'm going to take all the stratine out of my bag into my inventory, and then just laugh at how we can't jump at all. Just because I want to see that. Over a stack of cobalt. Funny how this mining explosive, which was basically designed for nether mining, is not working very well for mining once you're in the nether to mine. But in terms of other modded ores here in the nether, it's working very well. Hey, 2 more. Progress is progress, right? No stratine. More cobalt. I'll gladly go after that cobalt. Oops. Just the 1 block, huh? And more stratine. Fragments, no gems. I think I'm going to use 1 more blast and then retreat. More good cobalt. And a second stratine gem. We also have all the stratine ore, which maybe could be turned into more gems, depending, fortune permitting. So let's get back to the surface and out of the nether entirely. Let's see what we can do with our newly claimed resources. Also didn't do anything with the second bottomless bundle. I was planning on using it for Blackstone, but that didn't become necessary. Oh. Okay. I'll just take a crash. Mods. Minecraft is not the most stable game at the best of times, but then you add custom code on top of it and you can get some problems. No worries. We'll just reload the client and carry right along. What was the error? Node at position in world server level already exists. Something to do with my pipe? Yeah, it's all over Modern Dynamics. Okay, so I guess the pipe I have with the retriever on it that is pulling blazing blood out of the tanks and feeding the foundry is where this problem is coming from. So maybe I need to get a lever on it and make it toggleable instead of having it running at all times. In my previous playthrough that I keep talking about and not showing anybody, that mod was not part of it. So it is entirely possible that Modern Dynamics and arguably sloppy use of it is part of what's causing my problem. Here we are again. Returning home after a fun time in Nidus. You. Redstone control high. And then that and well then. It did not correctly save our chest inventories. So that's my netherrack bag. And this is my netherrack bag. And these are my empty bags. But cobblestone, dirt, and deep slate gone. All of them. So, that's nice. Very nice that I've lost all of my cobblestone and deep slate. And, dirt too, but who cares about dirt? I guess I can use one of these bags for gravel now. don't need all these magma blocks. I don't need any of these magma blocks, honestly. We've got ancient debris, which I can smelt into scrap, blast into scrap, melt into a little bit of bonus molten debris. Or foundry, but who would want to do that? I can cinder hearth it with a chance of getting bonus. I don't like 50% of getting extra one compared to a guaranteed plus 1/3. And then it just casts into debris, molten debris. It makes ancient hide. And it alloys into netherite and manulin. Both of which we need. I'm just going to hang on to this. It is not needed at the moment. We have more nether gold ore. Nether quartz ore. I mean, I have enough nether quartz. Tons of nether quartz. Cobalt ore blocks I can melt. Do I need to immediately? Not really. Some queen slime repair kits might be nice. This magma block, I mean, I can melt it into magma. But I think we have enough magma. I could make a lava sponge. Why would I want to do that? We can smash it into incandescent essence. Still no idea what that's good for. Completely unknown. Well, that's useful. Got a leftover mining bombs. This is magma block. I just need to trash. We're trashing it. It's going into the cactus. Goodbye. Anyway, lever here for activating this attractor. And hopefully that solves the problem. Just this being turned off fixes a lot of the issues we've been having. Two stacks left. That's all the netherrack transferred from our bag in hand to our basically duped bag, let's be honest. And I'm gonna need more bags, because I've got cobble. This one's for cobblestone, this one's for dirt. And then what? Then what? The error has just destroyed our bags. I don't know what to do about that. What is our next move at this point? Where's my book? Again? Didn't I just get a brand new book at the beginning of this play session? There's the book. Huh. Well, I didn't have any of those. Just need to replace some bundles that game errors decided to obliterate. And yes, I'm taking more as a consolation prize, because this is really stressing my patience. If this is going to continue to happen, I may need another pipe mod to replace this one. Because I can't tolerate a mod, no matter how useful, preventing my world from saving and causing crashes. And this did not happen before I installed Modern Dynamics. Okay, I think one for sand is in order. After that, I don't really care. I'm getting annoyed. Don't know what to do with the other bags. I really don't care right now. So what were we about to do? Figure out our next move. Our next move is to go to the end. And other than that, preservation ruins, which we can't do anything more with until we've been to the end. So I'm stuck harvesting more midnight chips and hunting endermen. Less than ideal. Spider jockey. Observe as I completely fail to care. Spiders don't know what they're messing with. Not skeletons and spiders. Why is it all skeletons and spiders tonight? Okay, one zombie. I will accept that as not being all skeletons and spiders. The loot I'm getting doesn't look like my looting property is activated, so let's do the superstition thing and reset our tools. And how dare you try to take advantage of my momentary distraction. Is that an entire block of TNT? What? How? What? I've gotten creeper heads before. So how did that happen? Severing TNT. Also unstable TNT with key toxic power? What? Why? How? Huh? Huh? I don't know. I don't know if the game is getting even less stable or if I'm losing my mind. I do think my lava tank might be low again. Yeah, low enough. So we also increased its max capacity further. So I'll just happily scoop all of the lava. Oh, is it full? It's full. I filled it. Alright. Back there you go. Ah, one Enderman in the distance. Watch this be a complete waste of time as he drops no pearls. I've got looting 3. It should be possible to get multiple pearls from a single one of these absolute bastards. But they give me nothing. Ender pearls continue to be a tight and strained resource until you get to the end and therefore don't really need them anymore. Barely killed it. So many creepers now. Look at them all. They're spawning in packs. At least gunpowder's not going to be an issue. Not that it ever was. Where are all the Endermen that I'm explicitly hunting on this full moon, on this new moon night? And what's the trader doing back? Didn't I already kill him once? you want? You have nothing. Just sprinting around, obliterating everything in my path out of sheer frustration. That is a skeleton wearing leather. Kinda could have been mistaken for a pillager from a distance. The Ender Pearl enigma remains unsolved. Leather pants. Ordinary leather pants. Don't need them. Right. Why do I keep putting potatoes in mob drops? And not where they belong? There we go. One good bow. And the leather pants. I mean, you can dye leather pants. You can apparently smithing template leather pants to give them trim. I did not know that. Repair and extract it away. So they're garbage. No way around it, they are garbage. And there's not very much I can do besides hang around until nightfall and go hunting for Endermen again. Unless I want to go back into the Nether and hunt for Endermen again there. Which is not exactly high on my list of fun things. But they are more common in a warped forest than they are at night on the surface. So, maybe I should. It'll also give us a chance to test this lever thing. To see if that solves the crash problem. The good news is we got our blocks of polished onyx back. They are now uncrushed. And we keep the onyx powder that we crushed from the blocks of onyx that magically happened again. And having all this onyx means that we can now upgrade this. Hi. I'm just not gonna care about you guys. pillagers are just not on my to-do list today. Apparently that'll be a while. Are there any other upgrades that I can build that would be nice? Accelerator, knowledge focus, efficiency slope. This is the one I really want. I want at least 2 of these. Fortunately, I have a Divine Azurite for them already. That's 3 basalt each, 2 green. I can do math, I swear. And then it was topaz, amethyst, citrine in that order. And I should know this order by now. I think my pillagers despawned. No, most of them. Most of them despawned. The others are over there for some reason. Don't question it. If they're gonna be idiots, that's not my problem. It is simply not my problem. Where are my shears? There are supposed to be shears in there. Okay, buddy, your grumbling is beginning to get on my nerves. That's what you get. No trespassing. Now we have an efficiency slope. We can make a second one. Under the auspices of the 2 crafting accelerators. It might be good to build a cinder hearth. I mean, they have their uses. I just don't like them. Because they run on ink. And ink is a very tedious and difficult resource to farm. Ah, we're basically out of powders. There we go. Reloaded. This is what the efficiency slopes are for, to stop that from happening so soon. But I guess I have to stay here until this completes, just to make sure it does. This needs more clay. So that's something I can do while still in the overworld. Just feeding more clay to my bizarre reeds. So they can continue to grow up big and big. Huh? No, that's not where that goes. Stop that. And of course, because they're greedy, they're eating up the clay before I'm even done placing it. But there we go. Crafting a Sawyer 2, double efficiency slope. I might want another efficiency slope if I don't want to leave this one here, because an eventual Cinder Hearth will need them, but as I said, I don't want to build a Cinder Hearth right now. Got clay. I need a bag for dirt. So all of my dirt was eaten. Is there an Enderman scene up here yet? Not seeing any. I also need more midnight chips, so that's a concern as well. Zombies are the best thing. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't need this creepy pool of black garbage. Although now I need a torch in the middle of it, so it's not a stupid spawn area. But I just had an epiphany. Because I was thinking about what kind of mobs to lure back to the doom hole back there. And I realized that as skeletons are extremely annoying, they are by no means the best mob to lure back, and I didn't see any zombies. And that got me thinking that zombies are Why are none of these active? That's why. I swear I'll return to my thought. First, don't need those. Journey map. The Z key. Get lost. I don't need a waypoint toggle. Anyway, so I got to thinking that zombies are simply one of the best monsters to have goop problems with. Because the zombie has no ranged attack, all it does is mindlessly approach the player. So all I need to do is wander all the way down here to my double zombie spawner, maybe modify the area a little, and I can turn it into a midnight chip farm. Honestly, the single zombie spawn that we pass on the way here would be more convenient. Let's do that instead. I mean, 2 zombie spawners in the same place as we have over there is honestly a treasure. But if I need midnight chips, do I really want to walk all this way? When there's a perfectly good zombie spawner right back up here. So I am going to need to secure this and make it ugly black garbage serviceable. Which will require just a little bit of planning. The main play here will be to lower the floor a couple of blocks. While very specifically and painstakingly avoiding accidentally smashing the spawner itself. Because I've done that before. I am not a smart man. And now that the floor is down, I plan to put Midnight Solution so it's on this block and so it's in basically the 3 corners to make it flow this way. Let me experiment with that. See how far it goes. Not nearly far enough. Which is why the other part of the plan was to dig another block down. So 1, 2, 3. We'll cut right here. And I think it'll actually be better if I block off these corners entirely, so nothing can spawn here. So I don't have to worry about them, and the Midnight Solution can flow freely past all this. Alright, so 1, 2, so this as well. Then we have the hopper here. Well, after I bring this down another level, of course. And we'll have to test it. Because I may have to go down another level still. So what happens if I place Midnight Solution now? It does flow all the way I need it to. Good. That'll prevent things from spawning on top of the spawner. Which means I only have 2 concerns now. Well, 3. Chest. Hopper. And then access and blocking everything else up. And also surface access. So I need to be able to reach this block over here. One of the things this will require is more stair blocks. But I can work with that. Let's get to work. Gonna need cobble deep slate stairs, and I think I have enough structure blocks. Maybe. It's annoying to have lost so many in a glitch. Well, this is the world we live in. I don't have cobble deep slate stairs hanging around anymore. Must have used them all. So starts the cobblestone bag. And this should be enough to finish the project. That's not the way. That's not it either. Here we go. Completely blocking this off. And I think we're ready to consider activation, which is going to involve peeling all these torches off with the bucket at the ready. And then blocking this off from the light. It's already working according to plan. Why is the hopper not working? Because I didn't place it right. How did I screw up such a simple task? Well, how am I going to fix it without exposing myself to Midnight Solution? The answer is going to be a temp block once the zombies die. Out of my way. Alright, so that blocks it off. Then I can approach. Hopper, correct. Break the temp block. Okay. Everything's fine now. It's been fixed. And now I have a midnight chip farm. What an amazing farm. I think it gets the job done. I can have a little peek up here at its inner workings. Doesn't look like anything's getting jammed where it doesn't need to. So let's not expose the poor build to any light it doesn't need to be exposed to. We can just enjoy the siren sounds of zombies slowly dying in very aggressive poison, or whatever Midnight Solution is. Either way, we now have all the chips we could possibly need without having to manually go out and collect mobs. Definitely a win in my book. It's not entirely passive. We do have to be present or the spawner won't activate. But it's still pretty good. But solving the Midnight Chip problem has not solved the Ender Pearl problem. And Enderman hunting is just the worst. Because they're already an uncommon to rare mob. And I need a drop from them that they're being very stubborn about providing. Wait, particles. There's a fallen comet over there. Excuse me. I am heading toward these sparkles. Out of my way, I want sparkles. It's in a tree. Give me glistering shooting star. That's another shooting star type. We've had two colorful in the past. Well, because I want more star dust rather than star fragments, we are going to smash this one apart by hand as well. Wait, more sparkles. 2 shooting stars tonight. Is this one also a colorful, or is it a different type? Colorful. There's nothing wrong with the colorful, it's just new. So all the tall grass is really annoying me. It's everywhere I don't want it to be. And there's nothing out here worth fighting. Just spiders and witches and skeletons. Not a single enemy. Will you leave me alone? Just a whole bunch of no good nonsense. But 2 shooting stars, so it wasn't all bad. Oh, the glistering involves diamonds. Interesting. Why am I suddenly crouched? Because it's on my head, maybe? What's going on? Why am I suddenly tiny? I don't know what happened there. Maybe I got collided into the ground or something. Anyway, we have found dyes at lapis and dyes, star fragments, glowstone, shimmerstone, gemstone, stardust, 17. It takes 16 to make a gleaming pin, and 16 to make the cotton cloud boots. It's boots time. I have leather boots kicking around. Which... let's see. Earth Slime Gold, Ichor Diamond. I've tried both of these already, haven't I? To try and pull off Depth Strider. That won't take it. That won't take it. So Depth Strider... extracting Depth Strider must be a Sky Slime. No, sorry. Must be an Ender Slime issue. Wait, Sky Slime Lapis. I haven't tried that yet. Although it would be easiest if I just looked up what Depth Strider was, and that would tell me what type I need to be extracting. Is it an ability? No. Is it defensive? No. Is it an... It's an upgrade. Alright, so we're talking about extract upgrade. Sky Slime Lapis. There we go. Depth Strider. Leather boots, 16 Stardust, 4 Phantom Membrane, and 16 Brown. And the final piece is Liquid Crystal, which I have in a tank. Hello, zombie. You are not welcome. I swear I briefly saw a carrot in there, but there is no carrot. Anyway, I now have the Cotton Cloud boots, which are honestly more of an investment in the future than helpful right now. But what they do is really interesting. If I now sprint and jump or sprint off a cliff, then we just float. Whee! And this functions off of the player's mass or weight. So you'll notice I'm drifting down because I'm not exactly weightless. If I was carrying Stratine, I'd fall even faster. That should not have dealt fall damage, but I guess here we are. Okay. Well, the only thing of value that I can really do right now is get to the Nether and start hunting Endermen. It's not exactly what I want to spend my time doing. But how else am I going to solve the Ender Pearl problem if I don't go and get some? Hi. Bye. Oh yeah, there's also all the Stratine that I'm still carrying, which I forgot to pull out of my inventory to laugh about its weight. And that gas should not be jittering like that. This is not how mobs move. It also doesn't seem to know that I exist. But if it's going to be that stupid, I will happily shoot it. The greater problem is the fact that it wasn't moving smoothly. It was kind of hopping around. Not pleased about that, because it reflects poorly on my PC performance. Not sure what the problem could be. But I suspect there's a lag-based issue lurking somewhere. So I need to be up here. I don't remember the easiest way to head in that direction. Pretty sure it was by using striders. Which I can't exactly pull a strider out of my hat. Ugh. Seriously, what was my old path that I used to use? Because that's the only way I'm going to be able to get over to that warped fungus area, is by using whatever route I used to take. Ooh, Enderman. Just randomly. Not even in the correct biome. Hey, buddy. Thanks for nothing. Cliff sprint. Not the best idea, because now I'm a bit too high altitude-wise. I don't have an easy way to get down other than falling. Well, let's just fall. And slap you in the head. Surprise. Oh, I don't need that. This does have luckiest, right? Yeah, luckiest. Still no good, apparently. But this is the biome where the Endermen dance. And I need to steal the orbs right out of their pants. That was a terrible rhyme, but I'm not apologizing. Alright, this is the old path. There. Now we're to the Warp Forest proper. This is where I used to do all my fighting for. You get... Do I want the Queen? Do I want Warp Wood or the Shark? I want Warp Wood. We will claim the blue wood. I just need to clear cut this area so it's more obvious where they are. And in the process, I'll also get a large amount of wooden blocks I can use to build defensive fortifications. On top of all of that, I can also use this to collect more shroom lights. Seriously though, where are the Endermen? I should have seen at least 4 by now. Why must the game continue to mock me? I'm here, and in case it wasn't clear, I'm tearing apart everything that you hold dear. What else I can take? These. If I collect enough warped fungus, and I guess maybe I should be collecting these warped nylium blocks so I have somewhere to plant them. Like, I can't just place these on random netherrack, can I? Hello, hello, death. Hello, death. Where'd you go? You're at half a heart. Don't you evaporate on me. Give me that block and your pearl. I got the block. So I don't know what kind of blocks I can place these warp fungus on, but if I can collect enough of them, then maybe I can finally Hoglin-proof my bridge. Because for some reason, Hoglins fear these purple mushrooms. Don't ask me, by all accounts, it doesn't make sense. I guess I use the warp blocks to climb with, since they are useless for anything else. This is just a mess. We're tearing apart the biome and don't have a single ender pearl to show for it yet. Instead, we have an inventory full of blue wood. I heard an Enderman noise. It's up there. Of course it would be somewhere I can't reach yet. Why ever would the Endermen I am hunting spawn somewhere where I could reach them? That would just make too much sense. Where is it? I can hear it. I can hear it very close. And there's nowhere for it to hide, but it's nowhere. I just have an Enderman mocking me, making Enderman noises, secure in the knowledge that I will never find it. Oh look, Cobalt. Aha. You there. Death, and death, and death. First pearl. The smallest of proof that we're not completely wasting our time. Unfortunately, now I'm in a hole. Oh, I was going to test to see. This can't be planted on a normal netherrack. So I may need to collect more warp nylium blocks by murdering nether endermen carrying them. Well, it's not like I wasn't already hunting nether endermen. Unfortunately, they're continuing to do their level best to hide from me. And I still haven't found the one that's... There you are. You. Stop hiding in the wall. That's the one that was mocking me. Well, we're collecting plenty of shroomlights, which is at least a good consolation prize for the one ender pearl that we found so far. And I guess we can use all this warped fungus block for bone meal in the composter, but I don't feel like we've accomplished anything else of note. What a waste. Oh, take that. And take out you. For another no pearl. Where are all the endo pearls? How many of these things do I have to knock out to get some? That's one. That's another. Again, I have looting 3. And I have 3 ender pearls from at least, at this point, 7 Enderman kills? You'd think I'd get double pearls at least once, instead of getting no pearls as many times as I have. And this is why using ender pearls as an ingredient in anything to do with a mod is just a colossal pain. Ah, soul soil. That works. So I can grab a bunch of soul soil, which I previously assumed useless, and use it to plant these mushrooms on the bridge in Crimson Forest biome. So hoglins don't hang around so much. In the meantime, 3 ender pearls is at least something. It's not much. Oh, and we crashed again. I'm seeing failed to save chunk, can't read cache because something about a network is null. Has to do with modern dynamics again. It's the pipe. It's the pipe. Well, I think that's gonna do it for now. I'm going to be removing modern dynamics because I only have it as specifically to pipe Blazing Blood into the foundry. It's no big loss. And maybe I can find a pipe mod to replace it with. But in the meantime, the crashes and problems this is causing is making my world functionally unplayable. So, that's going to do it for now, and hopefully this will be fixed tomorrow. Until next time.